That song really is a banger, isn't it? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Quasar, and welcome back to another unofficial H3 waiting room. Coming at you with all of the, I don't know, stuff, I guess. We don't have, honestly, a whole lot to talk about today. We're just doing another, I kind of like, we've been doing the Friday story time, chatting style streams. They're a lot of fun. I like hearing what your guys' stories are, and I like telling my own. Short answer, yes. Very true. The question I am asking was I a worse child than the H3 crew? You've seen the title. And it's because we have this one, which wasn't clipped. Alex sent it to me. I don't think we've watched this one. And if we have, I don't remember it because I started listening to part of it. But the worst things we did as kids. So I think this will be interesting to watch. And just talking about our own stories. But first, we do have some Reddit posts, not Instagram posts. But we have some Reddit posts to look at, just a few, nothing too crazy. Ethan posted this banger on Instagram. So it is kind of an Instagram post on Reddit. Cool stuff.
Democrats, if they were in charge right now, would be doing 100...
Oh, shout out the girl with a microphone in chat. Welcome in. Yes, almost at 1,000. Big ups. Big ups everybody that's subscribed. I appreciate every single one of you and everybody that stops in to watch and in chat. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate. Let's get it there. Only a few more and we're going to hit 1,000, the big thou wow. And then chat's going to decide how we're going to cut my hair on a special stream. Maybe we'll do it this weekend if we hit it quick. But thank you all so much. I really do appreciate everything. Let's watch this.
Democrats, if they were in charge right now, would be doing 100% the exact same thing. 1-to-1. Make no fucking mistake. Anyone who tries to tell you that Kamala Harris will be different is a fucking delusional moron. Do not listen to them.
So, for anyone who's not looking at the screen, Hassan said that, but then in a tweet he said, I don't understand why liberals engage in the same deceptive editing that the right-wingers do, especially in this moment. I'm talking about Democrats' Israel policy. Maybe it means democratic Israel policy, which is part of the reason why Kamala and Biden handed the presidency over to an incompetent fascist monster. They handed it over while he was saying stuff like this.
If they were in charge right now, would be doing 100% the exact same thing. 1-to-1.
The 1-to-1 part is what it's just like, you're leaving no room to even say that you're like, oh yeah, I'm hyperbolizing. I'm using hyperbole. Of course you are, but you're doing it so flagrantly and so like just stupidly. We'll just put it like that. You're dumb. You're doing it dumbly. On God. But yeah, I mean, I feel like calling Hassan stupid is kind of redundant at this point, isn't it? Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in, Kimber. Anyone, wow, I can't read it all. Another day, another Casey tweet in which she acts as though she is the only person who has ever struggled with poverty in America. And Casey Tron tweeted, you know what? At underscore Starkilla. I'm sorry for being rude to you and Olivia. Hurt people hurt people. I've been on my own mental health break internalizing all of the financial harm that your boss is exposing me to. I could lose my house. Not only am I losing my own stability, I'm losing the security I've been able to procure for my family that is impoverished. It's a heavy pill to swallow, not only the harm I'm being exposed to, but the harm my family is being exposed to. And yeah, you shouldn't have exposed your family to, this type of harm of you being exposed to very, easy litigations that you've already tried to settle on, which kind of shows that it ain't a good outlook for you. I wonder if that's what the lawyers told her. They're just like, bro, do you want to keep hitting the bong or not? If you want to keep hitting the bong, you gotta settle. But she continues, as I was thinking of the reality that I faced over the past week, seeing you and Olivia constantly in my feed speaking your struggle, I compared it to mine and wished the worst that I faced was mean comments online and internet drama. That was unfair of me. All pain is subjective. Either all suffering matters or none of it does. I want to live in a world where all suffering matters. The most sarcastic, come on. It's so dumb. Yeah, Casey Tron and Anissa are giving the same toxic energy. They're friends, right? I guess they might not be close friends or whatever, but isn't that who Anissa sent the tweet out about? Wasn't she like, Casey Tron, you're so strong. You're so powerful. You'll get through this. Or something or other. Something along those lines. I know that. But then, again, she continues. Also, your boss doesn't want to settle, so I'm not sure what that comment was about. Your boss wants to impose complete and utter financial ruin. You don't know me, so I can't expect you to have so much empathy for me and my situation. He doesn't want to settle with you because your settlement offer was lackluster. It was just too... he literally explained there's no way... unless you can, prove the contrary, that this is the only money that I have left. Look, I'll show you my bank statements. I don't know, something. That would feel a little crazy, but, at the end of the day, you got a certain amount of money. You offered not even half that amount as your settlement offer when the amount that they're looking to receive through damages was, 10 times the amount that she offered? Something like that? It's like, what do you do you think we're everyone's just going to be like, oh, she said she's poor. We get it. I think they had a podcast together with Denims, if I remember correctly. That's, I did not know that, but that's pretty interesting. ATF is a good nickname. That's what I have Alex as. I have a folder of all of Alex images. Ooh. No, but the editing that I do for Alex, I have under a folder on my computer as just ATF, because I was like, writing out Alex the fiction is going to take too long. And it's unnecessary. Don't want to show my Alex folder on stream. Vosh moment. Alex is the horse. You realize that the type of financial... Okay, sorry. She continues. Let me get back to the subject at hand. You realize that the type of financial abuse your boss is exposing her to could lead to her... Wait, what? But I know you and Frogan used to be good friends. You even said you'd always be here for her. You realize that the type of financial abuse your boss is exposing her to could lead to her earnings being garnished for years. This type of financial harm is extremely vile. Poverty leads to extremely violent, troubling circumstances. You and others on the crew are the only ones who have the ability to even give him the slightest bit of pushback. Say what he's doing is too far, or do you think exposing multiple people to potentially $200,000 in life-ruining financial debt is justice, and that I'm just playing victim? I mean... Do you think exposing multiple people to potentially $200,000 in life-ruining financial debt is justice? Well, quite literally, it depends on the circumstance, right? And given these circumstances and your position, yeah, it's not. Again, it's not like they're just going to be like, "Here's the bill." Here's, like they'll figure it out. You'll have you'll get a payment plan or something. I don't know. They'll make it work. But then also, I'm just playing victim. Yes, I do think you're just playing victim. I know I'm not AB, but I'll speak for AB. Me and AB don't believe that. But just genuinely, it's so crazy. The podcast was called The Take. Here, I'll look it up. Why is there a Fortnite clip attached to it? AB was playing Fortnite on stream. I don't know. Maybe she attached a clip of him saying something about her settling. About like a... Maybe he made a comment about making an actual settlement offer. I guess I could find it. Give me a second. Casey Tron. Twitter. Take podcast. Yeah, the SEO on their podcast is terrible. I'm looking for it right now. There we go. The way to find it is through Casey Tron's VODs on YouTube, through a VOD channel. The Take, starting soon. Just going to skip to a random spot.
But the days where it's just like no makeup, I haven't done much self-care, where it's just like I look dead. Like
the worst is like the days that, so my hair is curly. The days where my hair isn't done, and I haven't like it needs to get washed. Like it's been like too many days since I last washed it, and I didn't wash my makeup from yesterday, so like I have like
Wow, now that is podcasting. Take it to jury trial and live stream it. I kind of want to see that. That's what I'm waiting for. She should talk to Alex Jones and ask him how he deals with his court judgment. I don't think he'll ever pay the parents. I mean, that's true. Doesn't he owe... How much money does he owe? Did they ever, figure... Because I know it was, $1 billion or something, but then people were talking about how Texas has a cap at, a certain quantity of millions or something. I don't remember. But, yeah, I mean, it is, they'll be coming for you, but it is kind of... It's like paying the tax man. How much can they really chase you? You know what I mean? Here, wait one sec. Need to close Spotify so I don't have any extra, so I have extra space on the computer. Here's a little clip though. So Bonafide Boxing with Michael Briggs posted this a day ago. This is iDubbbz versus Gorgeous Gabe. He's showing the interaction that iDubbbz has with Gorgeous Gabe, his lack of cardio, as well as Anissa's fixation. I realize my fan's on. I need to turn this off. The fixation with watching Gorgeous Gabe beat the shit out of Ian, but then not caring as soon as he starts sparring with somebody else. Look at that hair. Ooh. Give me to 1,000 so we can cut this off. I've literally been waiting. There we go.
Yeah, watch out for his right, watch out for his straight left or his hook. Yeah.
It's like shooting a big Godzilla and the Godzilla doing nothing. Yeah. Just knowing.
Actually doesn't even look.
Wow. That's such like she's so eloquent with her words, isn't she? It's like shooting a big Godzilla and then Godzilla does nothing and you're just like, all right.
It's like shooting.
She didn't even say hitting. She said throwing first. It's like throwing a Godzilla. Yes.
It's like shooting a big Godzilla and the Godzilla doing nothing. Yeah. Just knowing.
Actually doesn't even look.
We're script.
Dude, expect that, right? I want to have attrition. Right? Like quickly that game. One more round game.
She immediately turns her back. It's so funny, and the way that her like.
Quickly that game.
She's like, oh, it's just these two? Okay. The look of disdain on her face is actually amazing. Like, you know, I'm not trying to be like Kino Casino where they like analyze every movement that she has. Like, see how she's leaning on the left foot? That's showing. Honestly, the Kino Casino guys are a little too intense with it, but the face she's putting on right now is the look of disdain.
One more round game.
You're doing good.
Using
Think
the
different
body.
jabs too, right? We got trip hammer, we got regular. You got them on those jabs. Nice 1-3-2 there, bro. Nice 1-3-2. Good.
Zero gas. And then we've been talking about Dark Viper AU because he was having issues with the quartering. And he's also been having other issues with this other YouTube creator. I think he might have been deleting the videos, though, that he made about him. Because I guess this guy, Dark Viper AU, honestly, is he's constantly kind of, he's not throwing a fit, but he constantly has some issues. And he put up a video that I have that he deleted. It's not up anymore. So I'm assuming that means that he took it down. He probably didn't like how it came out. But the soundbite potential was so amazing. I had to get it. I had to grab it. So I have it. I have the sound bites from it. I have it on here. We're going to see if it'll play through YouTube, even though it got taken down. Maybe it'll stay loaded in this window. But I don't know for sure.
Why can you not stop lying? Please stop lying! What is wrong with you? Like every single thing in this fucking video, your newest video.
Oh, damn it. There we go. I guess I have it recorded. I think he's probably trying to show, like, not give the guy as much credibility. Or not even credibility, just trying not to get as many eyes on it because it's just a bunch of another creator spamming about him. But I don't even know what the other creator is saying, honestly. Apparently it's full of lies. The last crazy beef there was that Dark Viper AU has been beefing with a lot of people recently. Dark Viper AU.
Why can you not stop lying?
I just realized that's on the wrong thing. I need to put that through my actual headphones. That came through the mic that time. My bad. One sec. Forgot to edit this earlier. There we go.
Why can you not stop lying? Please stop lying! What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
They're so good. But
why can you not stop lying? Please stop lying! What is wrong with you? Like every single thing in this fucking video, your newest video is a lie! All I said, I just want you to acknowledge what you did and apologize. I spent 4 days of my life trying to get you to do that. And at every fucking turn, you said, no, fuck you. You just wouldn't even acknowledge what I wanted you to apologize for. Even in this fucking video, you still would not acknowledge what I wanted to apologize for. 4 days. And when I finally go, well, I have to tell this publicly, I make one fucking video, one live stream, doing the horrible things you did, and now I'm harassing you? And you put 3 videos with nothing but lies. Calling me a fucking monster because you wouldn't apologize. Dude, you mentioned me on your show like 37 fucking times in the last year. I promoted you like maybe a dozen times. Anytime you wanted me, I helped you.
See, I get why he took this down, because legitimately it seems like this was a video he should have just sent directly to the person. But I don't know if that would have been better, because then they could have just posted it, and then it would look even more unhinged. Is it unhinged to post this on your own channel, or to post it, or to just send it to the person?
And you just keep doing this. Why? You know, if you felt sorry, you delete these fucking videos.
I forgot what I was saying. Dark Viper AU was beefing with the quartering. Before that, he was beefing with Willie Mac and created not a 14-page document. He had somebody that was like a professional write a 90-page document breaking down how Willie Mac lied and how he's actually right about his perspective on commentary YouTubers and doing what I'm doing right now, and how what I'm doing is stealing his content. I find it very, very funny.
Why can you not stop lying?
If someone sent me a video like this, I would report them to the authorities. Fair enough.
Full of lies.
Spitting everywhere,
I didn't want to make my video. Obviously, I told you that multiple fucking times. But you just won't stop.
He just wants it to stop. Stop it. Stop bullying Dark Viper AU. But that was it. That was all I wanted to show. Very interesting, but now I have those sound bites.
Why can you not stop lying? Please stop lying!
These are my personal sound bites that nobody can have the original now. They can only pull it from mine. Because I don't think anybody else recorded that. They probably did.
Why can you not stop lying?
I will say, he does seem manic at times. He does have pupil dilation. And some people claim he's on drugs. I will not say that. But I do know that heavy pupil dilation can also be a sign of manic states. So who knows? He seems... What do you mean he needs some help?
Why can you not stop lying?
It's the wavering in his voice, I think.
Please stop lying!
Okay. But now we can just get right into what we're here for. The stories. The real stories. The worst things we did as kids. I have some pretty good stuff. I wasn't the best kid, you know. Let's see what happens. Let's see what they did. Let's see how awful they truly are. I need to pull 4 days. 4 days is a pretty good one. See, I just don't have much more room on my soundboard. What I have to do is I have to create a second... Because what I have is, I just have it set on a MIDI keyboard, so I can just...
Yay! I got a subscriber.
And see, Alex, what I did to prevent myself from having the issue that you have, where you have to like keep clicking through them to find them, is I literally put on. Look, this one says gay. This one says gay, and I have it on the key for
You gay?
and right above that is
Why are you gay?
so true.
Right.
And I have most of them labeled, but what I need to do is create like a half labeling so I can go up and down in octaves, and then I can change it and get more out of it. So we'll figure it out one of these days. But let's watch this.
You've done as a kid. And you know, kids really get into some weird shit, so... The worst thing you've done as a kid, would you even admit to it here today? Thank you, members go up. You are a generous person. I'll start, I guess.
Sure. What you got?
So, as a kid, you know, it was hard for me to pull anecdotes. I know I got into lots of trouble, generally speaking. Like, I used to get in fights and stuff when I was a young kid. Just scrapping. Damn, dude, you're hooking it up. Thank you, members go up.
Wow. Who knew Ethan was a scrapper? That's why he's never afraid of these guys like, you know, dating in money, walking up to him on the street. Well, one, Ethan's trying to get that concealed carry license. Ethan's got that pipe on him. You don't want to walk up on a young white on a young white man ready to up pole. Young white man, old man. Let's get it straight.
Yeah, doing stupid stuff like going into the bathroom and setting off fireworks. I did that a couple of times. Or
definitely did
shitting in the urinal. No, I'm just kidding. I never did that.
Didn't do that one either.
But people at my school did do that, let it be known.
Mm-hmm.
You ever walk into a bathroom and somebody shit in the urinal? And it's like, whoa, what are the logistics?
Here's a story. When I was in high school, freshman year, someone that I went to school with, he was a disturbed individual, let's say. He got better as time went on. By senior year, he was all right. But when we were young kids, I remember this so vividly. He was running around stabbing people with a Hot Wheel that had like this sharp ends on it and was stabbing people. And he ran up to me and did it, and I just grabbed his wrist and like ripped it out of his hand because I got mad. And I was like, bro, I'm telling on you. I'm tattling right now. You just stabbed me. So I went up to the teacher. Is that snitching? But I went up to the teacher's aide that was out at supposed to be watching the kids at recess that wasn't doing anything while he was running around stabbing people. And I go, Miss, he just stabbed me with this. He's stabbing kids with this Hot Wheel. And then she's trying to like get at him to come down from. He climbed up on one of the like jungle gym things. We were probably like in like third grade. And she's like, come down here. We need to talk. Come down here. And he started hitting his head against the metal pole and was like, I'm going to unalive myself, and then slid down the slide. It was literally, looking back at it, it was very sad because he had some troubled, some home issues. And, you know, I hope him the best in life now. But he was like, I want to do this. He's hitting his head against the pole. But then he had to slide down the slide to get to the bottom. And then he ran across the field and started crying and like, you know, and everybody, and then they were like, we're ending recess early and took the kids inside. But then that same kid, freshman year of high school, someone paid him like $5 or $10 or something to shit in a trash can. He took the trash can from the cafeteria into the bathroom, pooped in it, and then they wheeled it back out. I don't know if he got in trouble for that. I think they found it, obviously. I'd assume they'd find it pretty quick. I'd hope they find it pretty quick. But that's why I always stayed outside. I had my lunch outside. There was a snack bar thing that was outside. And when if we'd get lucky, every once in a while, they'd bring in the food trucks. And I'd never have money, but still, they'd have the food trucks there. But yeah, that's... I don't remember. I guess some kids did shit in the urinal, but that's just commonplace, you know what I mean? That's just happenstance.
He got expelled for doing that in my school.
Wait.
Yeah, I've definitely walked into the public.
Did you ever listen to the convo between JAR and Bobby? Who's JAR? I know this is very off topic. I don't know who that is, but probably not. When I was in the 1st grade, I sat down on this cross tie that was laying on the playground at school, and I got a splinter. I ran to my teacher and kept saying, I have a splinter in my BUTT. Aw. See, I think it's funny when kids... That's why I think that it's like you need to make sure you're teaching kids things slowly so that they're not, overwhelmed with new ideas. But it is always so interesting when you're just like, you can just say but, right? That's not a bad word. My bestie in 2nd grade tried stabbing the principal with scissors, successfully kicked him in the balls, then tried to hang herself with a jump rope. Shit was insane. We had a kid who... this is a different kid in my middle school. But we had another kid who had issues and was really mad one day, and he wrapped his backpack strap around his neck and started like pulling it and was like trying to choke himself with it. And he was pulling his backpack strap trying to choke him. And we were looking at we had a substitute. We were looking at the substitute and we're like, are you going to stop him? And she looked at us and she literally goes, let him do it. And we were all like, whoa, chill out, ma'am. One day in middle school, I walked into class and saw a teacher trying to get a kid down from the top of a shelf. I thought it was funny until I found out later he was on drugs. Oh, Just a Robot? I haven't heard of them. So I haven't seen that, no, but I'll check that out. Maybe we'll look at that on the next stream. When I think of jar, I just think of what is it? What's the Foo's Gone Wild? I almost got it. I couldn't remember it for a second. Homies out in jar. Them jar fools. When I was in high school, a girl in my grade took a fire extinguisher from the wall and sprayed it down the hallway. When the teacher came to stop her, she sprayed him. Honestly, that might be hands. Even if I'm the teacher, I might have to throw down with some teenage girl. You think this is just annoying me? I'm about to hurt you. I wouldn't actually hurt a teenage girl or any teenager or anyone underage. But I'd want to. I sure as hell would want to. That was me when I was a teacher, 5 years teaching public high school English. At a certain point, you just let them do their stupid shit. See, you have to let it brew, but you can't let it boil over, you know what I mean? You gotta let especially when they're teenagers, you gotta let them handle their own stuff. But then when it's just like, oh, they're shooting each other after school, it's like, oh, then there's some other issues there that we might need to deal with. I stuffed toilet paper in the sink, toilet, and floor drains to flood the restroom. I don't know why I did this. I did it like 2 days back to back. You were just you didn't want to burn down the school. You wanted to flood the school. You were like, I'm going to drown everybody. In high school, I watched some dude be wheeled out of the men's bathroom beside a cafeteria. He has nothing on and was sweating profusely. Later learned he did the hot chip challenge in the cafeteria, threw up in the bathroom, threw up again, sweat through his clothes, so he took them off and promptly passed the fuck out. Wow. I thought you were going to say he was on drugs. That would make more sense. Some kid named Gage brought his snake to school in his backpack in 9th grade. He was nice, though. Shout out Gage. I knew a girl who brought her a little chicklet to school, a little baby chicken. That was cool.
Bathroom.
Wait, you got expelled for shitting?
No. A kid that
Somebody
went to my
did.
school, yeah.
Dude, chill, dude. Members go up. It's given 120.
Dude, that's a lot of dough.
Thank you,
That's
dude.
a lot of pizza pie.
Who is this gracious butterfly god? Thank
Do they
you.
even have the butterfly icon?
They have a butterfly icon. That's so cool. I love that. Oh, by the way, speaking of members, we got to do the tiptoe watch soon.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, this weekend or next. We should get it on the calendar.
Okay.
Obviously, no pressure for you guys to attend. Since it's a
Oh, I'll
weekend
be
event.
attending. I want to watch that.
Oh, I'll
shit.
pay. I'm gonna pay. I'll pay you guys for a regular day, an
I mean,
extra
that's
day.
even nicer.
Yeah.
Well, you know it's next weekend?
Thank you, Lena.
Yeah. Do you know what next
Ace
week
Fest?
is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going?
Me?
Yeah, we were kind of assuming you weren't, but
No.
okay.
I think
it's
it's
the way
better.
you got excited there.
No, I'm just. I want. I mean, I prefer you guys just go do on.
Okay, yeah, that's
on
the
scene reporting.
That's the plan.
That I'm so excited. Holy smokerinos!
I am so excited,
I'm so excited.
guys.
So
Let me
then
tell
maybe,
you.
maybe in 2 weeks we'll do it.
Okay.
But so you guys don't have to come. Obviously, I'll pay you for the day. And
No, I'm there.
I'm
I
not
wanna-
missing
I wanna
tiptoes,
come,
man.
yeah.
We had years of hype on this shit.
So let's try to do that in 2 weeks then.
Okay.
Exciting. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I did all kinds of stupid shit. You know, I would get into my parents' or not my parents, my dad specifically, porn stash. I've talked about this on the show. This man is a pervert. My dad is fucking sick. He had hundreds of bootleg VHSs, hundreds, in his closet. And like hardcore gnarly shit, bro. I'm pretty sure it fucked me up for life seeing that. Like I'm talking about like hardcore fucked up shit that I was watching at like 8 years old.
Meanwhile, your mom's watching butterflies in the other room.
So gnarly. Yeah, so we would pop those in and invite like all the neighborhood kids over. Pretty sure I ruined the whole...
youth.
When you were 8, you were doing this?
Yes, I'm saying it really damaged me.
Right
One
on,
time I
dude.
told my therapist about that. He says, "Wow." He goes, "Wow, we'll have to dig into that later." just off. He's like, "Wow, that would really fuck you up." Seeing that.
Yeah.
8 is like very little.
Yes.
Yeah, you're
Are
sure
you
on
sure?
the age?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Well, because my brother's 2.5 years, so
Yeah.
he gets into shit
right.
a little bit sooner than me,
Mhm,
and I'm just tagging along. I'm talking about like the most hardcore gnarly shit you can imagine.
Yeah, I'd say it always starts for young boys around that age, like 8 to 11 is usually at least that's true in my case.
The chat's asking, what do you mean?
imagine.
I guess young degenerates did usually onsets around 8 to 11.
Some really gnarly shit.
Well, just like fucking gangbangs and anal and crazy shit like that.
You
I mean,
know it.
Hardcore porn.
Okay. I got
It wasn't like vanilla shit, is what I mean.
Understood.
Chat was asking what you meant by inviting people over. Like, I don't know if you guys understand, that's a big deal as a kid. Like, that's power.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge
Well, you
flex.
just mention it in passing, right?
Yeah.
And then everybody wants to come over to your house. And my parents were gone all day at work, so yeah, it worked out.
So you were aware of what you were watching?
Oh yeah.
I think too in that era, I have to imagine the dynamic is very different nowadays with internet porn being what it is.
Very
Because
true.
when we were kids, well, I'm sure there was internet porn, but the internet wasn't nearly as ubiquitous.
This was
as it is.
before the internet.
And yeah, like people had porn on, like you said, VHS tapes and shit. And so
Because my dad,
it was like a rare commodity.
when we first got the internet, this was after we'd already been watching that.
Don't say that. My son is 6. Sorry, Evie. It's the way the cookie crumbles. You might get lucky, you might not. At some point, little boys just discover that they have genitals and then go, And some get more confused than others.
That shit for years. But we went to like boobs.com, me and my brother. We closed the door.
Boobs.com.
We went to like boobs.com and it was like, you know?
That's so funny.
It wasn't that good compared to the stuff we'd already seen.
I see, yeah.
But before the internet, we'd be like, yo, we heard there's some nudie magazines by the like lakeside or the
yeah, but in the forest. That's the
in the forest. So we would go there, and there were sometimes that was the craziest thing. Like people knew about these. But yeah, you're right. I mean, kids these days grow up with the internet. You have access to gnarly shit. So
Trust me, I did. I see the most. I think the thing that probably pushed me away from porn a bit, and the reason that I'm not as depraved as I could be, is because of how unfiltered the internet was when I was a child, when I was around that age. Because it would have been like, it was around the time when things started getting better, but I would have been like, 2010, 2011, I would have been like 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, something like that. And like, you could find like anything, like actual, like crime, like stuff on the plain web. That's how I saw One Lunatic, One Ice Pick. I saw that when I was like, I saw that when I was a little older, actually. I saw that when I was like 12, I think. But you could easily find like Mr. Hands was a famous video, and then there were also like just a bunch of other images and videos associated with that genre of content. And yeah, it's just, the internet was a depraved place, and I think that it made me more introspective. I was like, I have to think this through. I'm supposed to be working. I'm house sitting for my sister, and her fucking apartment complex had my truck towed. That's crazy. Usually they'd have to have someone ask to have the truck towed. I've never heard of... That's crazy that the complex would just do it themselves without question. I was scared of that stuff specifically, but that's what opened the door. Yeah, the internet. It was a bad place. I like to erase my memory from the early internet. Yeah. See, I think that I was definitely in the mix during the transition to when things became filtered and more sanitized. And it's not like that's a bad thing. I think some people are like, I want to see... Why can't I see beheading videos on Instagram anymore? And it's just like, dog, we're past that now. We don't want to see terrorist footage on YouTube. It's not necessary. There's other websites where it's all available.
maybe it's normal now to just grow up watching people get anally ganged.
They're making you pay $400 to get your truck back? That's fucking crazy. Is that something you could take them to court for? Like, honestly, I don't know. That would be like a lot more stress probably, but genuinely that would be... God, that's actually crazy. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm wishing you the best. Knocking on wood for you that everything works out.
Bang. It's pretty traumatic for me.
Her genital region was exposed.
I cannot. I see you, but a lot smaller. Watching.
I was a beautiful, innocent young boy.
In your little Birkenstocks and tiny shorts.
Innocence lost. Dude, members go up. It's still dropping members. How much?
Members go up. You gotta maybe just chill.
That's 220.
220? Are you a Saudi prince?
Alex, I was supposed to mentor for a college freshman, and he told me he liked beheading videos on Reddit, so I stopped talking to him. Trust me, I've seen my fair share of stuff. I've seen some crazy stuff. Those of you out there know. Those who know. All I have to say is the words Funky Town, and you know what I'm talking about. That is probably one of the most insane videos of all time. And so I've seen my fair share of a lot of stuff, and I've always found it cringe and annoying and repugnant when it's the type of people who are like, you need to see this stuff. This stuff is good. This is real life. You don't understand the darkness within my head. That stuff's so corny. See, I'm just genuinely interested in... to me, I see it as like history happening in modern day. You know what I mean? It's things that are happening in time that you're able to see currently that might eventually be, wiped away and not, swept under a rug. And I don't know. It's definitely not good. I wouldn't recommend it for anybody. But it's not like I get any joy out of it. Have you ever done the gauntlet? I remember it from like high school. I don't remember if I watched the full thing. I remember it being long, and I was just annoyed because my friend was like, "Keep watching," and I was like, "Bro." I wasn't even like, "Whoa!" I was just like, literally like, "Bro, stop." Because it was also, yeah. See, I was in high school during like the peak of just like sending your friends shock videos and stuff. There was one website that was literally just like BDSM images, but like hardcore BDSM images of like people being like hung from their privates and stuff. That was like crazy stuff. And that's not even like terrible. That's literally just like someone gets off to that. You asked him what he liked to do in his free time. Well, that's where you started off wrong, Alex. You never ask somebody what they do in their free time. That's also a crazy answer to what you don't play video games? You don't hang out with friends? That's all you do? You're just scrolling Reddit? Come on, man. Get a grip. I was telling my therapist the other day all of the fucked up shit our gen saw on the internet and how it desensitized so many of us and how scary dangerous that is. See, I think the thing that desensitizes you is when you don't have the conversations necessary to explain the intense things that you're seeing. Because obviously, like I'm saying, I think it pushed me towards like intense introspection where I have a constant everybody, a lot of people have that, internal dialogue, internal monologue running at all times. And mine is just constantly questioning all the things that I'm seeing. I want to learn more. I want to see more. And I think part of that is from just seeing a lot of crazy stuff and being like, what does it all mean? What is the point? And I think you can become nihilistic easily. But again, that comes from not having the time to dissect the thoughts about it, not dissect the actual content that you're consuming, because it's not necessary to like analyze it frame by frame or whatever. But if you're seeing it, it's good to have those conversations where I feel like, at least when it happens with children, you're going to get, you're more likely than not going to get punished for having seen something like that when you probably should be helped in some way. It's okay to browse 50-50 for the shock of it every once in a while, but I don't understand adults who actively seek it out. 50-50 is like right on the... I've never heard of 50-50. See, I just know all of the... I know all of the craziest websites. Most of them have gotten taken down. There's still a few that are up. But that's the thing, is I don't even go on those much anymore, purely because those are just like... filtered videos that are trying to be, and honestly a lot of them get turned into porn sites, which is funny too. To be honest, true crime is not dissimilar. Humans have a morbid curiosity. Critiquing the production value of beheading videos is crazy though. Yeah, and that's what I mean, is it's like there's like the way I look at it is I find it interesting to see not just because you hear about like the acts that are being done, but to actually see the ways that they're like enacted, it does bring like a new lens to humanity. And some people think of it as, again, like you can become nihilistic and think that it's created like an atmosphere of it can create like an atmosphere over you of I guess just nihilism, really. Just thinking that the world is all for naught and everybody's disgusting at the end of the day. But I think that, see, what has given me solace in some way is the idea of like a yin yang in some regard, of just having the hope that all of this bad is at least counteracted by good in some other way cosmically. And obviously that doesn't help anybody in the moment, but I think that it, at least sentimentally, it kind of helps move through different things that happen within your own life and interacting with things that other people go through. Oh, it's a subreddit. See, subreddits are interesting. See, I think that that's what I find interesting too, because like, why did the Chiracology page take down the Charlie Kirk assassination video? But they have things like 50-50 on Reddit. They have literally "not safe for life" as like a tag that you can tag a subreddit as. It's crazy. Or did they stop the "not safe for life" tag? Or it is. Okay, it's still up. Yeah, it's just... I don't know. I do think it's all very, very weird and interesting. Crazy stuff, the world we live in, right? I think a lot of women are drawn to true crime because there is a non-zero chance that it could affect them. I would wager men have similar motivations with seeking war vids. Fair. But I like true crime too. What does that mean?
What's happening?
I mean, how time like $5? I mean, that's a fucking
what?
Like, isn't each gifted?
That is the thing, though. It's the what if factor. I think in any, and that's the thing is when you move from the what if to a seeking it out for entertainment or enjoyment or something. You know what I mean? Like there is like a because like if you're watching true crime, you shouldn't be watching it because you're like, oh, I want to hear about the way that these things, like, you know what I mean? I want to hear about how they dissected the humans. You should probably go get some help at that point. But if you're truly doing it because you have just this curiosity and also like that inclination for like self-preservation in some level, it does like, you know, if you know, then you don't have to worry about not knowing. Ethan was drawn to all the porn because he wanted to. He was like, I need it. I need to know for later in life. You're onto something there.
Membership, $5?
Yes.
It's a lot of fucking money.
I know. It's amazing. Well, it's nice because he's sharing the love with all the Fooper Troopers.
I mean, it's very nice.
We're gonna have a big, beautiful watch party in 2 weeks.
It's over $1,000.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And I guess I'm into true crime in the same way that I'm saying I'm into these other videos, because it's not like I'm scrolling through them being like, whoa, that's crazy, scroll, whoa, that's crazy. If I have seen a crazy video, I've usually looked into the history of what that video was and like know a little bit more of like the intricacies of the thing that happened. I don't care to just look at like senseless violence and well, it's all senseless on some degree, but I don't want to look at it mindlessly. I am a true crime girly.
Thank you, bro.
God damn.
Yeah, one time I had a bunch of friends over and we were watching some shit.
I keep pausing. I'll run it back for a second. Yeah, the war videos of the drones, all the new drone footage is actually crazy. Oh, I saw one that was literally a drone that was it had a bomb strapped to it and was attacking a soldier, and the soldier was shooting at it, and as it's like circling around him, like toying with him basically, and just thinking the idea of like trying to strike fear into someone before you kill them is just like whole other levels of insane. But he couldn't get the shots off on the drone, and so what he does is he uses the drone like a spear and launches it at it. I think it was a pretty popular video that like went around for a while because of the nature of it. But when he threw the gun, it hit the drone and blew up, which knocked him back. I don't know if he died or not. I don't remember. But I remember it did knock him down and knocked him back, and that one was intense because it did show me too, though, where I was just like, see, on some level, humans will always adapt, though. We always just got to adapt. Once we have a RoboCop coming for us, you got to know how to hit him with that, hit him with some some chi energy, and blow his electromagnetic signals all out of whack.
It's over $1,000.
Yeah, it's awesome. Thank you, bro.
God damn.
Yeah, one time I had a bunch of friends over and we were watching some shit, and we thought we heard the garage door open, and dude, you panic like crazy. You're like, you try to get everything back. One of my friends bolted in the backyard, jumped the fucking fence, and we're little kids. That's a big ass fence. It's like an episode of Cops. Like he's on the run,
right?
Jumps the fence, and we never saw him. The rest of the day into someone else's yard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
But
straight up.
what you gonna do?
And then nobody was there, right? But that was the best part. But he was so scared. But
oh wow, I still get to hear my dead friend's voice from a true crime doc, so I'm grateful. He helped put away someone who killed his grandma before he passed, and they played a call between them. It's great that happened before he passed away, because I think about Patton Oswalt's wife, who, what killer did her investigation catch? It's sad. I don't even know what her name was. She passed away. Was it this one? The Golden State Killer, that was it. I knew it was something generic, and that's why I didn't want to just start blurting stuff out. Yeah, the Golden State Killer. But he was caught after she died. So she never got to see him him be caught. Sorry, did I make it sound like she was murdered? That's not what I meant.
so the worst thing I can think of, though, that's all kind of just floating around. The dumbest, worst thing I've done is...
I miss him. It'll be 4 years in October. Rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to all the loved ones out there. Everybody has people that they've lost, and truly, blessings go out to you, your friends, and your family. I keep you all in my thoughts and prayers, always. Remember that.
So near our house, there's a massive park. Open, green, grass. And there is a elementary school, which we attended.
First time here, what's the topic? We're just telling some stories today. Thanks for stopping in. I really do appreciate it. We usually have a bit more to discuss, but today, Fridays are usually a bit chillerer. But yeah.
And it was summer, and there's a summer day camp there, which we attended, but we weren't there on this day for some reason. And it's a huge, massive green field, and they have you remember when they started doing? They would put like trailers out there. It was like makeshift classrooms. They would put like trailers and
Mods.
Oh.
The modulars.
We call them bungalows at our school, but yes.
Yeah, they're just straight up trailers, dude. Bungalows?
Yeah.
But you guys know what I mean.
Yep.
So there's a bunch of them. So we're at the back of this massive field. And down all the way at the end are these giant, trailers. And inside there's a bunch of kids we knew. And my buddy just got a water balloon launcher. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen these, but these are gnarly, man. These are basically surface-to-air missiles. I mean, these things have an incredible capacity. Check it out here. Yeah, something like this, you know? Exactly. And you need like 2 dudes to hold the side.
The first school I ever went to was basically just all those. Like they had an actual building, but I think it was just the front office, and then the rest of the school was kind of just like those.
And one person to launch it. And for some reason we thought, you know, this would be a good idea to just start launching balloons at this portable classroom. And I'm serious, it must have been like longer than or maybe a football's field. So these are little fucking torpedoes coming down. Deadly airstrikes. And so we're launching them. They start yelling at us like, stop doing that shit. And we gear up for one more, and I pulled it back. My homies are there, you know. I pulled it back all the way. All the fucking way. Poof! Right? It starts going towards the trailer. And it hits one of the windows dead fucking center.
Let's go.
It was dead center. And a massive boom just shook that neighborhood. Reverberated through that fucking neighborhood. We basically booked it to our friend's house. We ran for life. And the fucked up part is they knew it was us because they saw us from the beginning.
Sure.
We had those in my high school. They called it Freshman Academy to better transition middle schoolers into high school. It didn't make much sense to me. It just sounds like they wanted to have a junior high, but they didn't have the budget. It's kind of interesting. I'd be pissed if I was a freshman teacher. Like, man, I get thrown back here.
And not only that, they knew who we were. We go there. We literally went to that daycare.
Wow, a lot of people had them for the freshmen. That's crazy. Raccoons fell through the ceiling into the classroom one time. I think the only animal instances I ever had at school were like if a rodent got in or something, because I was in, literally, I went to my high school was dead center, smack dab in the middle of like a field on one side, a road, field on the other side, and in that field was a church. I swear, it was like the most, I don't know why they built the school there. They're starting to like build out in that direction now, so I'm assuming they're gonna like build around it and build like communities all around it. But this farmland's been there for like a couple decades at least, and we would always get like not always, but every once in a while we'd see like a field mouse running through. There were a lot of rabbits, and then sometimes the wild skunk, which was kind of interesting. And I was like, how did you guys get out here?
Or summer camp or whatever. And
no, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I had those like what Dan called them bungalows. I like that name. That was like first through, I think my elementary school that I went to first. Because when I was a little kid, I went to a preschool, then it was a kindergarten and elementary school. And then I moved away in first grade, and then in my second grade, I went to a K through 8th, and then a high school.
One of our friends was sitting next to the window.
My high school had people pulling up on horses. I'm surprised we didn't have more people pulling up on horses, because we had a lot of farmland, but I guess they didn't have hitching posts, so I don't know where they would have left them. No stables, you know? I guess, do you just tell your horse to go home? You pull up with your horse, and then you're just like, yeah, and you smack it on the butt so it runs off? On the haunches?
There, inside. And he saw his life flash before his eyes.
Did you get caught?
Yeah, so here's what happened. We ran back to our friend's house, and he had like a tree house in the back, and we were up there just...
We do have a title. Ned from Try Guys ruins his life again. I did see this. Let me pull it up. What's it called? Rock Bottom, I think it's called, with Ned Fulmer. Rock Bottom with Ned Fulmer. Oh yeah. I didn't watch it yet
Put
because I
that out
just saw
there
it.
for public consumption. And hi, I'm Ned Fulmer. 3 years ago, I cheated on my wife with my producer. It became a massive public scandal that caused...
He sounds like he's speaking while breathing in. Hello, my name is Ned Fulmer.
A lot of pain to a lot of people. I know that I represented myself as a kind of wife guy who talked about his relationship and put that out there for public consumption. And you, as a viewer, I know that
It does feel like he's trying to do an ASMR video, but he had on his wife to talk about his cheating. Both of those were pretty good pretty good facial expressions. Oh wow! Every 5 seconds, it's a good frame. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that one's all right. She looks fine there. No one looks good in the middle of talking. I think it's really hard. Why does he only have like a second of saying anything?
Like, sit down and do what we're doing and to talk about it.
Right. But even like...
Yo, he is so nervous. He is actually so nervous.
To, like, sit down and do what we're doing and to talk about it.
Right.
Ariel needs her own Brad the Bull. It's so... He's just... I don't know why they're still together. Like, it's just so odd. I get that people were like, this didn't need to be public. This is clearly something they needed to deal with in their family. And it's like, well, obviously it did need to be public because they're just willing to look past it. And it's like, well, I am interested in what they actually talked about in this. So maybe they'll get into it deeper on the show today. Get some clips from it. Because I honestly haven't seen any of this yet. I just heard that he was doing this, that he started a podcast called Rock Bottom. And I was like, what is he, Ryan Kavanaugh? Failure? Crazy shit.
Hiding and praying, like...
She's so far out of his league and always has been, yeah. It's not even funny. He's got a light bulb head. He's got a head shaped like iDubbbz. It's the truth.
Please God, just please God, don't let us get caught.
They might have had an arrangement. Well, they didn't have an arrangement because he said he cheated. If they had an arrangement, then I guess maybe they wouldn't want that to be public, and that's why he's saying he's cheated. Is it better that he cheated or that they have an open marriage? What's better? I genuinely don't know. I think them having an open marriage would be better, but maybe to their like more I don't mean that like in like a public sense of what is actually better. Obviously the open marriage is better than cheating. But I'm saying like to their audience what would be perceived as better. And I don't know. I think that open marriage is probably 9 times out of 10 going to be accepted over a cheating fuck. So I'd hope that it wasn't an arrangement, because that would just make them twice as stupid. You know what I mean? 2 times as dumb. 2 times as dumberer.
And then his mom comes out, and she's like, yo, the police are in front. They want to talk to you guys. And then we're like, oh my God, bro. Oh my God. I thought we were dead. I thought we were done and dead and cooked. But she was just fucking with us. And we were so scared. Yeah, but we went to... the window didn't break, by the way.
Wait, no?
It was a miracle of God. It hit it right dead in the fucking center. Boom, dude. But if it broke, I think we would have killed our friend who was sitting there.
Don't let internet tough guy troll you. He was talking about crying in chat the other day.
Genuinely.
Yo, you're in trouble.
Can you imagine that poor guy who's just sitting there under the window? We got so lucky it didn't break.
That's not even with his producer mistress anymore. He's trying at least.
Because I think he would have got seriously injured. And we would have been in big trouble. Yeah, but we went back to the summer camp and we caught shit for it, but yeah, they thought we were psychos, dude. Just sitting there launching bombs at a bunch of kids. But there you have it. Maybe it's not that bad. I don't know. Just couldn't really think of anything specific.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But you know, it was one of those things. My parents never found out about it, and that was one of those things that I just kind of got away with.
Bad boy. What
My
you gonna do?
my mom would have fucking killed me if she found out I was doing that. So there you have it, guys. Thank you. There it is.
By the way, members go up seems to have rounded out.
I'm a human being. Shout out David Lunch. Damn, got yourself there, internet tough guy. Get grammar Nazi'd, am I right?
The membership drive, the solo membership drive that they were running at 275. I'm inferring that was a gifted member for every $1 that
Whoa.
you gave. To,
Members go up.
Emily, yes. Or maybe it's a coincidence, but
I feel like that's got to be.
Yeah.
Someone said, "Did you get spanked, Ethan?" Yeah, my dad used to spank me. It scared the shit out. I was scared of my dad. He wasn't that violent or anything, but he's the kind of guy who would come home and then everyone's like, "Shit, Dad's home," and then you have to like go in a different room and just.
Wait.
I was scared of my dad. He wasn't that violent or anything, but he's the kind of guy who would come home and then everyone's like, "Shit, Dad's home," and then you have to like go in a different room.
Everybody's like, "Shit, Dad's home. Gotta hide his porn real quick." Oh shit, Dad just got home. I gotta put his porn away. I gotta put his stash back.
It's not like fun, like, "Yay, Dad's home." It's like, fuck, Dad's home. But no, it wasn't that bad. He would just hit my butt.
David Lunch is a drag king name, actually goes hard and does numbers about food. I love it.
But looking back, that shit's kind of more traumatic than like getting hit by your dad, even in a way like that, which was totally normal at the time, is really traumatic. I thought it was so scary. I was so scared of it.
And from what I understand, all the studies have said that like spanking your kids is completely not helpful.
Spanking your kids isn't helpful. Here's the thing. I don't think that physical punishment for children is ever the answer. But it can be a answer. It's never the answer, but it can be a answer. Now, see, I don't think I was ever like spanked, but I did get swatted on the mouth a few times. But I can remember all of the times that they happened, and every single time my mom swatted me on the mouth, I deserved that shit. So it's like, I'd say that not everybody's gonna know when's the right time and when's the wrong time. So that's why it's better to not. But it can be done right. I turned out great. Look at me.
In discipline.
My dad spanked my ass into shape, but I mean, I'm kind of thankful he did at certain points in my life, but I would never do it to my kids. I don't think. Hope not.
Well, there was a certain.
My dad was my dad was on disability and was always home, so we never feared him. We never feared him coming home. We're like, "Oh, Dad's home." We come home, and he's like, "Ah, shit, the kids are home again." But he was born in the 70s. His parents, I guess, is it the forgotten generation? What is it? The forgot. Because I think technically his mom was born. Or is that's just Gen X? What's before Gen X? Because there's the baby boomers, but my grandpa was born during World War II. So what do you call that? My mom used to give me a light spanking to tide me over until my dad got home to give me a real spanking. And I just got to think about it all day, yeah. And see, that's what I mean is I think that it's never good, and especially if you have to be like, wait until we get home. wait until, if like in the moment, like I'm saying, I would say something out of line and my mom would in the moment basically wipe those words off my lip. It wasn't like she was backhanding me or hard as fuck smacking me, but it was something to remind me that if I speak a certain way, people aren't going to accept it in the world. And some people won't accept it more than others, but the people around you should be the ones wanting to protect you and love you and care for you. And so them giving you a heavy hand of what the world can give you is when it's obviously too far.
The point where I was so scared of my dad spanking me, I did something fucked up. I don't remember what it was. And I was like, I'm not coming home because dad...
The silent generation, is that it? The silent generation. Yeah, roughly between 1928 and 1945. I think he was born in like 42, I want to say, or something like that. Like the tail end of that. It was like right before... or it was during World War II, I know that.
It's kind of fucking...
Generation Jones? Generation Jones. Generation Jones. Individuals born between 1954 and 1965. It's generation or social cohort between the baby boomers and Generation X. Generation Jones. That's a great one. I love that. What are we on now? Is it still just Generation Alpha? Generation Alpha is 2010 to 2024. So what is after Generation Alpha? What is after? Generation Beta. Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's today. It's this year. 2025 to 2039 is the approximate. They show a chart that starts with baby boomers, even though that's not the first one. At least, like, colloquially, what people have been using. My mom tried the soap thing for swearing with my sister. She spit it out and said it tasted like shit. My mom did that to my brother once, but she didn't have we didn't have bar soap. She squirted the dish soap in his mouth. I remember that. I remember that pretty vividly. That was pretty funny. And I remember I thought, how bad can that be? And I went to the restroom and tried it myself. It was pretty bad. Yeah, they're doomed being called Generation Beta. I don't have the beta.
You gay? Why are you gay?
I don't have beta on here. I need to get Jesse Lee Peterson saying beta.
Spanked the shit out of me. And then my mom made him promise that he wouldn't do it. So I came home. And that was the last time he spanked me. Maybe he didn't realize it was so traumatic for me. I don't know.
Is it legal in America right now?
Yeah, to spank.
I think the laws around hitting your kids is so crazy because literally the laws on assault and battery and all this stuff carve out unless it is for the means of disciplining your child. It's actually crazy. And obviously there's an extent to which they can then consider it assault and battery. But to even have that written into the law that it's like, unless you're doing it, to correct your kid, then we get that. We understand.
Your kids? Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I mean, not to punch him in the face or something crazy, but spanking is like pretty normal.
Anything like that is illegal in Sweden.
You can't spank your child?
Fuck no.
It's not that serious. It's a little I
think it's pretty bad, yeah.
Think about how traumatizing you just said it was for you.
But it's not like bad enough that like they should go to jail or get their fucking...
Here's the way I always think about it, right? There's obviously an extent to which is necessary to hold your child, to try and reprimand your child. And like I'm saying, in the real world, if you're cursing somebody out and doing some shit, you might get your ass beat. So your mom smacking you in the mouth for cursing at her is the least of your worries. But I always think of this story. My parents, before I was born, lived in a house, or maybe it was an apartment complex or something, but they lived next to somebody else. And the person, I guess it was a house then, because they lived next door to somebody is the way they described it. But they lived next door to somebody, and then when they were next door, they had like the family came over, and there was always this kid that was always causing trouble that lived next door. And my grandparents came over one day, and the kid shot a BB gun and like shot through one of my grandparents' windshield, or not their windshield, one of the windows on the car. And they talked to the police and all this stuff, and nothing really came of it. But my parents learned that this kid at one point, he had divorced parents, and had the mom had like a boyfriend. It was like the stepdad or whatever. I don't know if they were married or what. But at one point, the kid took a knife and took it to the man, like while he was sleeping, and woke him up and was like, "Hey," and threatened him with the knife. And all I thought was, in that moment, I don't care if I'm getting cut. I'm gonna discipline that child, and he's gonna learn that this is not a smart game to play. Because it's just like, I don't know, letting it continue and continue is only going to result in them getting killed by somebody else. And so I think that there are like justifiable means to discipline your child, but I think that more often than not, people are just trying to vent their frustration through violence, and that is not discipline. I am very against spanking, but sometimes physical punishment is the only way to get my two boys to stop fighting. I mean, that's what I'm saying, is it's quite literally like there becomes a limit. A kid talking back to you when you fucking punch him. Like, I have a friend who told me that his mom told him that he started getting beat when he was like, before he was 1 year old, when he was months old, when he was like 6 months old, 7 months old, or something like that. And it's like, to even think about putting your hands on a child that young in that way, you're a demented individual. Like, you are a demented individual who should be put away, because you quite literally are just trying to air out your frustrations through violence, and you see it as a way that you can do that because you can't break some other shit because it'll cost you money. And that's just like, it's terrible. My parents used to make me write balls 1,000 times anytime I acted up. Boy, did I enjoy causing trouble. Balls chat. Tough life, for sure. I was never physically hit. I was punished through the thrills of passive aggression. And that's why I was saying that more important than anything, we really do need to like talk with children. That's what we were talking about before, about like seeing crazy stuff online. I don't think people talk about it enough with their kids. They're willing to push stuff aside. Oh, a kid's acting violently, they're acting crazy. Punish them and then forget about it. And it's just like, you should probably figure out what's going on with this kid and why he's feeling that way. Why it's reached this level. And if he needs to be spanked before that, then maybe. But I think once you've gotten to spanking or slapping or doing all that kind of stuff, you've probably already reached a certain point of your own like ignoring the problem.
Kids taken away or something.
You can't. I don't know. That's probably
like
different from wherever you come from. Yeah.
I think
it's really fucked up.
I think in today's, like, if my husband spanked.
No, yeah, like we literally not even aware of their existence and getting hit by an adult. Like, what? Even a smack. Even if you smacked a baby, I think that I think I'd have to do something. I think I'd have to do something before calling the police on myself, because like legitimately, like putting your hands on an infant.
My kid in like this world that we're living in now, I would be like, what the fuck? Absolutely not. I would be taken aback.
Listen, I will never hurt my child in any way physically. Like, I want my kids to be happy when I come home and excited to see me. That being said, I don't know that you need the police involved because you hit your kid on the butt.
God help me if I call the police on my parents. I better be ready to leave that house and never come back at that point.
People are saying it's abuse. Guys, I'm not. You're just hitting them on the butt. First of all, it's fucked up. But you're going to get the police involved for hitting on the butt. That's going to make everything worse. The trauma will be worse. It will be worse on your parents. It's horrible. It's going to be a horrible outcome.
So all of the countries in red.
I still think Nate's daughter would beat Ethan. I think so. Anyone puts hands on me, it's into the next galaxy with you. Same for my future kids. LOL, I'm taking you down if you hurt my kids. Yeah. I mean, it's the way. I saw a video that was talking about a woman who picked up her child from a daycare, and the kid was like, maybe like 4, and had like welt, like a big busted eye. And I was just like, dude, how do you not go to jail in that moment? Like, how do you not just like viciously assault that person? It must take a lot of like control. Because like, genuinely, it's just like, you are a horrid human being if you decide to put your hands on a young child, especially one that isn't yours. Because like I'm saying, if there's like a, and that's the thing too, is I think that probably before they're like maybe even 10, probably don't even need to smack them, because you could literally just grab them up and be like, hey, we're talking now. No, you're going to sit here. Okay, you're crying? Cool. Guess I'm going to wait here for an hour until you're done with all your tears. We're going to wait here. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy stuff.
Have outlawed spanking your kids.
That's really surprising.
Pretty, kind of diverse selection of countries, I would say.
Europe is not down with spanking the kids.
But England
See,
is.
that's probably why I'm against it. 'cause
England
that's
is,
all I
but
know.
it's illegal in Scotland and Ireland. Yeah, all of the Nordic countries have it outlawed. Germany.
One of my friends was a little rough with her 3-year-old. Not too bad, just more than I was comfy with. And I told her if she ever did that again in front of me, we wouldn't be friends. And see, I think that's completely valid. I think that's completely valid, because regardless of if you're in the right, she is in the right, like whatever, she is going to think about it more deeply the next time she does that. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of, oh, was it enough? Was it not enough? Like, that doesn't matter. Actually bringing up the conversation and talking about it with people and being like, hey, this is how I discipline my kids. How do you discipline your kids? Oh, well, you don't have kids. It doesn't matter. I was a kid at one point who was disciplined by people, so I have at least some understanding of the dynamics at play. And so it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I think that everybody should have, it takes a village, right? That's what they say.
When he has it
Listen,
outlawed.
I think
Italy, it's illegal.
England is my
Illegal,
city.
though.
it's fucked up and it's wrong and people shouldn't do it. I don't think the police need to get involved. Obviously, there's a point where the police do need to get involved. But if we're just talking about spanking as we know it, little discipline, hit on the butt, you really want the police coming for that? Yeah. Come on, the police make every fucking situation worse. Like, I'm thinking, like, if the police came and charged my dad, like, no, that would have been so much worse for me, my life, for him. I mean, come on.
I think it's hard to
You can't.
Yeah, and that's exactly my point, Ethan, is if you have kids and if they act out their aggression through violent tendencies, you have to nip it in the bud by teaching them, if you do this out in the real world, other people are going to hurt you. I love you, and so I'm doing it in a way that I am like restricting myself just to show you that there are people who don't love you, who don't care about you, and will want to hurt you and will be better at hurting you than you are at hurting them. And so it's because you always have to check your kids, and the one thing I've always been like running off of is the idea that it's better to check yourself before you can check others. So getting mad and putting your hands on people, screaming at people, doing that type of stuff, it isn't worth it. It really isn't. It's easier to just check yourself and go, hey, whatever, I don't care, and actually not care and leave it at that. But I think that's the hardest part, is the actually not caring part.
Distinguish
you
how
can't be
bad it
serious.
is, though. You know?
Look, and there's a way that
In England, the law is you can't leave a mark, which is dumb because it should be illegal. Yeah, you can't leave a mark. I feel like that's a weird limitation to have.
you spank, okay? You hit them on the butt. That's it. A couple times, and then they go. It's anything more than that. Like, I had a neighbor, dude. He used to pull out a fucking belt. And while I was there, that scared the shit out of me. My dad never did that.
Yeah, but also you shouldn't be disciplining in anger. If you're ever disciplining in anger, then you aren't disciplining. You're venting frustration. And I think that is probably step one. Make sure that you are never, even if, like, here's the whole thing. That's why it's best if you have a partnership. It's hard when you're like a single parent. But if you have a partnership, if you are the one that's frustrated in the moment, try and get your partner to do the disciplining so that you can go calm yourself down off to the side. Because it's never going to come across as a teaching moment, as a learning moment for the child when you are coming off with like this level of aggression.
You were like, Pheesh. I was like, what the fuck? Scared the shit out of me.
Oh, I used to get the belt.
Really?
Oh, yeah. From my grandparents, never my parents. But, yeah, the belt was bad.
The belt is scary.
And no weapons. No weapons. That's not fair.
Yeah, once you introduce weapons, then I think we got a problem.
Arabs usually like the slippers. Professional at throwing the slippers.
Listen, people are saying it's totally abuse. Call the cops. Stop. You can't be serious. I agree
The
that
people
it's...
saying call the cops are the same people that say ACAB in our chat every day. Guarantee you. No, I'm serious. Listen, I was never spanked. I think it's fucked up. I don't think people should spank your kids, but I totally understand what you're saying. Involving the police, like calling the police when your dad spanked you for, coming home late or whatever.
It's
not
so
going to make
over
it
the top.
But that doesn't mean it shouldn't be.
Being a single mom is tough, but love the peace. Hey, I was saying being a single mom is hard, but being in like a partnership that doesn't work is even harder. So there's definitely scales to this stuff. But love you all and hope you all the best.
Be illegal, because it being illegal.
And hope all the people with families and babies and kids and even grown adult children, I hope them all the best too.
Prevents most people from doing it, right? Because if it's better than having it.
I think it
illegal.
probably should be illegal. I kind of agree.
Yeah, so it prevents
it's
it. Doesn't
it's
have
pretty
to go that
barbaric
far.
and.
The goal is to not have anyone be arrested and people just abide by the law, right? So, I don't know.
That's interesting. I didn't even think about it being illegal. Well, child abuse is illegal, obviously. So
Right, but corporal punishment is how that's what it's referred to as, to separate it from, actual abuse. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of research probably shows it has a similar effect as abusing.
This was way before the end of, I think this was before the start of Leftovers. I'm trying to find the first episode. Leftovers ended October 12th, 2023. This was June 27th, 2022. It started... Okay, so this was during the run of Leftovers.
Your kid physically, and so...
The first episode of Leftovers, for anyone wondering, was September 26th, 2021.
Why is one okay and the other isn't? You know what I mean? It's... Plus, like I said, I mean, from everything I've heard, it's not a very effective discipline, way to discipline your kids anyways, so it's just kind of a lose-lose-lose. Like, why not just...
But how many of us were actually hit as kids in some way? Like, the majority of us. And
I wasn't.
Okay, yeah, your parents seem progressive. AV was, I was, Sam was.
I was.
Cam was. You see, it was fucking normal when we grew up.
Yeah.
We're just fucked up and crazy. And imagine how bad our parents got it. Their parents just beat the shit out of them and nobody gave a fuck.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So progress is going in the right direction, but holy shit, man.
My grandfather used to tell my dad and his siblings to go pick a stick. If the stick breaks, you're gonna pick a bigger one.
That whole...
Now that's
whole
psychotic. That's really funny.
You know, in quite a few states in the United States, corporal punishment in school is still legal.
Now, if someone else is hitting, then we're dealing with crime.
Oh, we have been going up in subscribers. I'm glad that I haven't been coming off as some child beater or something and haven't been like bleeding subscribers. Shout out to everybody that's subscribed so far. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. We're almost to that big thou wow. That big thou wow. I should probably get the images ready for what haircut I'm going to do. I need to set them up side by side so everyone can see, but we're almost there. we're gonna do it on stream too. Not this stream, obviously, because we're getting towards the end, but we'll do it on the next stream if we hit 1,000 once we get there. Ooh.
No one touching anybody's kid.
No, there's still a lot of states where.
That's fucking crazy to me.
Punishment.
My cousin Tim used
US
to.
states.
And I think that explains some things.
Used to what?
The school used to discipline him.
Dude, that
his,
is
his mom would
insane.
encourage me. Yeah.
The mom would be like, beat the shit out of my son?
Just really discipline him.
Well, and here's the thing. I can tell you, I look at this as a very nuanced topic because one of my close friends was beat as a child very viciously. And so I obviously see the outcomes that it has because, let me just put it this way. He's a criminal. but he basically explained it to me like this, and it's just so clear that this is how it works in most cases, is he explains it as he got beat for doing things that were bad, but then he got beat for doing things that he didn't know was bad, and then when he would try and do things that were right, he would still get beat. So he didn't know what was right and what was wrong, and then so he stopped caring and just started doing whatever he felt like doing in the moment, whether it was right or wrong. Oh, we're dropping. People unsubscribing just to be rude. people love it to do it just for the meme. Oh, I should pull up the other image of myself. I guess I can leave this playing. I'm like,
check this
not
out.
doing anything here.
Fucking wild.
All of those red states.
Yeehaw, baby. Those are the yeehaw states.
Those are the yeehaw.
My classroom had a paddle. There was literally like
Straight
a
up?
paddle.
Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
yeah. I thought that was like just a elementary school thing. Yeah, it
No.
was like a paddle.
No, never in my life have I seen a teacher hit a student.
We're bleeding subs.
So what kind of stuff
Subs
would you
go
do
down.
wrong that will result in a beating?
It would be stuff like talking.
Oh,
like,
just
while
minor
Yeah,
shit.
it was like that was like the punishment.
Whoa, that's crazy. Wow.
Bro, Italian and Latinx.
And like I'm saying, oh, I do need to throw the poll up. Let me do that real quick while I'm looking this up off the side. We're gonna go up and down and just keep resetting. We'll get there eventually. 3 away, 2 away, 1 away. They're all in here. They're all ready to subscribe, but they won't.
The wooden spoon?
The hate
My
watchers,
dad,
the snarkers.
he tells
they're
a
in
story
here.
about once it literally broke.
Oh my god.
Isn't that crazy?
How hard do you have to be?
Well, it used the same spoon for like a very long time, supposedly. But crazy story.
Yeah, that is really. I think it's really sad.
One time my brother beat the shit out of me with a wooden spoon. He didn't beat the shit out of me with it, but he literally kept hitting me with it, and I was like, stop! Stop! No! Stop it! Stop it, no! And he was just like, and I was like, just like that. Where do I have these images? I'm like trying to find this image of myself. I'm actually gonna go crazy in a second.
I got to make it clear. I think it's all really sad. Just saying. I'm kind of shocked that the police can come for a spanking. If like a kid called the police here was like, "Yo, my dad just spanked me," they'd be like,
"Your dad's gonna wind up dead."
They're gonna kill your dad
and your dog,
and then you're gonna get raped in prison. You think
just for
spanking's
bonus,
bad?
your dog's gonna probably wind up dead.
They kill the dog, kill your brother, kill your mom. You'll end up with an orphan. Yeah, fuck the police. Call them for the least shit possible. Am I the new Philly D thumbnail?
Oh, back when he cared about
The
Philly
reason
D.
you're asking that out of the blue.
I see the chat.
Back when he's asking for it. He was asking for it, and Nate finally gives it to him, gives him those Philly D updates. and he squanders it.
Not blowing up.
Oh, the chat said something.
I wonder what he got me for.
Yeah. He got you.
I guess it's worth mentioning too. Like Swedish police isn't American police either.
Right, they don't show up and kill your dog.
I'm not seeing you. I'm Philly.
Maybe on Twitter, did he?
Well, sometimes it takes. Are you actually seeing today's episode? Because on the channel page, it takes a while to show up.
I went to both. I see the latest 3 days ago, but let me see Twitter.
Yeah, you probably posted one on Twitter or something.
Dude, guys, I'm not saying spanking should be allowed. I'm just saying, what the fuck?
Just saying.
What do you want me to say? I don't think the police should break up a family because he spanked his kid. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Oh, we got it? How do you get me? Oh, yeah, I'm in the thumbnail, guys.
He lied.
Guess who lied again?
Pretty low-res photo of you, I guess.
I'm legit not even seeing it on his Twitter or his YouTube.
It must have just been published.
Yeah, it takes a second.
Yeah, let's see the thumbnail. Oh, yeah, see, it's not even showing up yet.
Somebody just said in the chat, in the super chat, that they get the ruler for being left-handed.
What? Lefty? You damn
Still?
lefty?
I'm a lefty.
999. Who's gonna unsubscribe next?
But you get beat up for being left-handed?
Yeah.
Were you in Catholic school at some
Yeah,
point?
it's uber Catholic now.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I believe Catholic school. That's kind of a thing.
Is it a sin to be left-handed?
Yeah.
Kim, did you go to
Whoa.
school in 1870 by chance?
No. I mean, well, no, I got saved from it. My mom prevented it from happening. But
Okay, well, that's good.
So what's the theory? They beat the left-handed out of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sinful hand.
So are you still left-handed, or did you convert?
Well, I never got beat, so. But I mean, to bring it on topic, I guess, like I got hit as a kid a little bit, and I was a bad kid, so it didn't work.
There
I
you
can
go.
share
Oh wait, that's where I can pull
a few
it from.
stories.
Stupid.
If you guys are interested.
Check it out, guys. Me and Taylor Swift.
He lied.
Now, what did he? Let's see. What did he get me on?
He's
We
probably
got-
talking about the thumbnail cake that we made on Friday. He's probably just mentioning it. That's
He
good.
lied. Oh,
No,
I gotta know. I gotta see.
I'm listening to it.
Yeah.
He got you.
Cam,
Got
you want
with
to
that
go
clickbait.
next?
Sure.
All right. Let's see what you got, Cam.
I was a bad kid. We used to. I mean, I don't really have too many specifics, but actually, I thought of one yesterday.
Did
that
I
was
miss
talking
it?
to
We
you
hit
about.
1,000? Did it go out? Did it go down?
We used to do Devil's Night.
It went down again.
For Halloween, and we smashed pumpkins.
God
and
damn
shit.
it.
I never TP'd anyone, but
I missed it.
One I thought of yesterday was we used to.
Oh, no, I
people
missed
a
it.
lot. Do you know what that is?
Are you guys just trolling me? It went over. It clocked up. Let's see. Now I noticed it. Whoa! I just hit 1,000 for the first time. Whoa! Whoa! No way! Whoa! That's so cool. What? 1,000 subscribers? Whoa! That's. There's no way. Whoa! But now we need to decide. I realized I had 4 options. Where did I write it down? I wrote it down on something. Come on, reset. Sabathon. Docket. This is where I wrote this originally. Oh, and then just... But we made it. Oh, 1,001 too. We're still going up. I really do appreciate everybody that it's in here. You know, you are all the best. You're all amazing. You really do. Look at Ethan's face right now. This is my face after hitting 1,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate everybody in here. So here are the options I'm thinking. God damn it. I'm trying to haircut. What if I just look up? Okay. Okay, perfect. These are our options. And then I'll create a poll for this. So vote on this poll now. Luzam been here since 0? I know you have. But we'll make a poll, finish up on this poll, We'll keep it going for a second, but then I'm going to make a new poll. We have 4 haircuts that we're choosing from. We're going to be doing them on a stream either tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow, more than likely. That's the goal, at least. I just need to set everything up, like camera-wise. But I can go back to this haircut. This is a haircut I had when I was younger. We call this the cul-de-sac cut. It's just a straight, or the Shakespeare. You call it the Shakespeare as well. But it's just a straight cut across, right across the top, right through, like a cul-de-sac, across the dome. We also have the Friar Tuck. Oh, I opened the wrong one. I have just the... Oop, not that. eBay. Friar Tuck. We got the Friar Tuck. The Friar Tuck is an option. The Friar Tuck is always an option as well. Ah, thanks so much. Softest stages for becoming one of Quasar's cadets. Did we go down? So we have the Friar Tuck. Then we have the true half and half. Just one straight down the middle. Just straight down the middle like that. It's probably healed in, but yes, I did used to have a septum. I haven't worn it in a long time. It's probably filled in, honestly. But the half and half, or do it the classic Ethan way and hit him with the double mohawk. See, I thought I came up with some good options. See, the double mohawk is just a real haircut, though. I've seen a lot of people that do the double mohawk, and that's the reason I wanted to have some good alternative options. He's looking a little spicy here. He likes it. This is almost a Friar Tuck, but I don't have it coming across in the middle, which I can do. So let's put up this poll while we continue the story to go. Here, actually, I'll do this. I'll make them all kind of smaller. That way we can see them all. Oh, this is going to be so difficult to do, I'm realizing. 1, 2, 3. And a 4. And now give me 1 second while I pull all these back up.
In high school, we were like, hey, mister, can you buy
Here
us
for a second?
booze? Can you buy us?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we used to do that a lot. But then one that tied it into my adulthood is somebody, hey, mistered us in college, but for cigarettes. But instead of buying them smokes, we took the money and then went out the other entrance of the gas.
Oh,
You did that in the-
I know. And then,
That's
and
pretty
then,
good.
and then
Walk like
as we were
this.
driving by, we flipped off the kid.
Oh my god.
I'm realizing I fucked it up.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a hero.
'Cause if I
dude.
pause-
I saved that kid from cancer.
No, you are
I'm a
not
hero,
a
dude.
hero.
It goes away.
You are a...
God damn it. I'm going to have to leave it down for a second while I do this. I should have just overlaid the images, but that would have taken too long, and I didn't think about doing it. I honestly didn't know if we were going to hit it today. I appreciate everybody that stopped in. You truly are the best audience. But let's put up this new poll now. We're going to do this real quick. Here, I'll play some music as backing. Andrew Tate's song. Oh shit, let me turn that way down. Let's get this poll up and running. So this poll, we are ending it now. We're guessing 30 minutes. That's our guess, is 30 minutes. We ended that poll. Start a poll. What haircut do I need?
We was in the shadow, now we're coming out to play. Anything you need, you just gotta say, baby girl, come roll with sugar daddy.
Girl, you look good. I don't wanna lie. You know I wanna fuck, but I don't wanna try. I'll take you to Dubai, put you in the sky. Money on a plate, girl, I know you wanna ride. I'll make you feel nice, get a little high. But if I'm on the grind, then I probably won't reply. I'm the type of guy, bitches on the side. I'ma spend the money, we can spend a little time. All you gotta do is ask me, and I can make you look classy. Second that you walk past me,
Make sure you look over the options before voting.
they call me Mr. Plenty, plenty.
And we're going to let this one run until the end of the stream. It is the Brother Banks, you're right. I should have just called it the Brother Banks. It is Andrew Tate, yes. Ooh, it is a close one. Oh, no, it's not. Double Mohawk taking the lead. People love the double Mohawk. It's so true. What is this song? It's Andrew Tate, Sugar Daddy. You've never heard this? But yeah, so right now it seems like Double Mohawk is winning. Maybe I'll show them all again at the end. But for now, we're just going to bring these all back off to the side. We're going to keep that poll running. So if you are interested in what haircut I will have, make sure you tune in tomorrow, because we'll let that run through the end of the stream. Obviously, I'll announce which one I'm going to do. I think it's pretty clear right now. Double Mohawk's winning. Doing cul-de-sac dirty. So true. But hey, we only got 30. How many people we have in here right now? 40-something? We got 60 in here right now. Only 36 votes. So it could be swayed. It could be swayed. Make sure to get your votes in before the end of the stream. Are we down again?
Well, first of all, Cam, thanks for confessing to that.
Yeah.
So wait, how old were you when that happened?
Oh, I was in college at that time.
Oh shit, bro.
Hey, I needed the money too. Thank you for my cancer.
So hold on, and how old was the kid?
Probably high school. Like, I saw myself in him for sure.
And what did he give you, like $20?
Yeah.
Was it you and your friends, or what? How many people?
Yeah, it was me and my best friend. And actually, my best friend who I used to Hey Mr. people with too. So.
You did not pay it forward, my friend. That is fucked.
And you bailed with the 20, and then the worst part is the flipping off.
Fuck you, kid.
Stomping on his face.
Hey, it was I saved him. Saved him. He learned an important lesson that day. Don't trust kids your age, because we used to Hey Mr. A lot older people. So.
Thanks, Madman. I appreciate it.
Do you feel bad about that, or you don't give a fuck?
I don't give a shit.
Damn.
What's an option for no cut? Don't worry, my hair grows back pretty quick. We'll do it through. I'll probably keep it through until shout out. Let's give our shout outs real quick. Ooh, I need to pull up. Oh, I thought I had it pulled up in a window. I didn't. I must have closed it earlier. Alex the Fiction. Go check out Alex the Fiction's new video. I'm just going to show the ending on this. New video that just came out. I am suing the H3 podcast crew. Why is he suing the crew? But then?
She responded to it. She says, Alex, it's
wait.
It's a way of going about it. I know what I'll do. I'll raise money for Palestine, along with many other members of the H3 community. I have some very fun goals to help do so. I'm going to be eating the spicy chip. I'm going to be doing Olivia's makeup, amongst other many fun activities. So make sure to join us September 28th, 10 a.m. Pacific time, and we'll take down Ethan Klein together. Thank you.
So true. I'm going to be involved in this, so I'll keep it until this. Check Discord for another cut. What do we have? Where is it? Let's see. That's a pretty good one. Let me save this real quick. I like that it's just saved as rat. See, I wish I would have had this as one of my options. See, I am doing it myself though. That is true. So that is going to be difficult if I wanted to do this. This is very stylized. I am going to do it myself, but don't worry. I've been shaving my head for years. I literally haven't been to an actual barber in probably, I don't want to get this wrong, I think over 10 years. I think it's been over 10 years since I've been to an actual barber shop. I've only ever just cut my own hair. Well, including the cul-de-sac cut. I did that myself. My dad helped me with the first one to make sure that the lining up was easy, but then every time after that, I do it myself. I did it a few times after that to keep it for a few months. Or actually, I think I had it for over a year because I let it grow out on top. I could show that image too, but maybe the cul-de-sac's been done. But I'll keep whatever cut I have until that stream, because I will be involved in that. You can see, you can make sure, you can bet your bippy, bet your sweet bippy you'll see me on that stream. So I'll keep it the rat tire. So true. It's a true, it's not a rat tail, it's the rat tire, the ratten tire. See, I'll the double mohawk is still in a commanding lead. So I'll definitely do it. I'm going to do it myself, but we're going to make sure we keep it pretty straight. We're going to do it on stream. You'll notice how I didn't do it straight in that. It's because I'm looking in the replay, but we'll make sure it looks good. It'll come out great. It'll come out impeccable even. I had it for a year here. I'll show the grown out version. There it is. It grew out into this weird kind of mullety looking thing. It looks like kind of like a hat. You know what I mean? It looks like a hat a little bit. I feel like cul-de-sac is just a short bowl cut, like Smosh, probably in 1999. True. What do you call this, though? Is this like Smosh in 1999? No, we can't do the rat tire because it'll be too difficult for me to do on my own.
Man, that's all.
Do it on Monday so we can have famine chat? That's a good idea. I guess I could do it on Monday. No, I didn't cut the sides. Why would I do that? I let it grow out. That was the point. Or were you thinking of the Friar Tuck? Lord Farquaad? Fair enough, fair enough. Do it on Monday and have famine chat. That does sound smart. I guess you're all the ones in here who picked, so I think that's a good idea. Put W's in chat. Put W's in chat if that's a good idea. And I'll save it for Monday. Instead of doing it tomorrow, and I'll just do regular streams on the weekend. That is a skullet. That is Weird Al. It is a skullet. That's true. It is a skullet. But a skullet usually... See, there's just been like an emergence. The skullet community has kind of changed it and gone more ducktail. Like, see, the skullet, he has the sides cut. I didn't want the sides cut. I wanted it on the sides like this gentleman does. See, he has it right. He has it the way I had it. If anyone hasn't seen a ducktail, it's like a rat tail. Here. Yeah, like this. This is a big one. It's probably the biggest ducktail I've seen. Yeah, they're usually smaller. I've been seeing them on UFC fighters. Here, what if I just look up funny hair UFC? Why is it not coming up? I'm so confused. Duck tail UFC. There was literally a recent fight. I forget who it was. It was like an up-and-coming fighter who has a ducktail. Captain is much more silly than I initially thought. Hats off to you, sir. See, I've always just thought of myself like this. I like to do things because I find it entertaining, especially when I get weird looks from people. It makes it funnier. Because I'd have people ask me, like, why did you do that? And I go, what are you talking about? I just cut my hair. I just got a haircut. I just got my hair done like that one guy. I just got my hair done. I just got my hair done. It's called a DA, duck's ass, and my hair naturally does that in the back. Bleach half and half like Noah. Oh, I'll do half of the mohawk regular, my natural color, and half of it bleached.
So obviously, if this wasn't clear, this is 100% a parody. Like, you know, do I have to really say that? The fun.
It is.
Fundraisers is not a joke, though. I'm actually doing that September 28th.
That's real.
So make sure to go to.
Why do you just have an XLR cable just wrapped around here, Alex? Why is this one just wrapped and like hanging here? I'm trying to see what it's connected to. Is it... I don't know. Interesting. Interesting setup. The triple monitors? Really dishing it all out. Are you going to dye it? No, I'm not actually going to dye it. I think I do have some dye. I don't think I have bleach, though. Just use straight up real bleach. Just use bleach on my head.
Awesome, Cam. I'm learning a new side of you.
I was a bad kid.
But you were in college. You weren't that young.
Yeah, this is really a kid
Well,
story. You're an adult.
Weed money.
But I used to, before we were 21 in college, we used to do that for beer. And one time, some dude took off for like $50, and it was so heart wrenching.
I'm surprised that didn't happen to me.
It was.
I was lucky enough that I've always, even when I was a kid, for some reason, I guess it's because I'm big. I'm not just tall. I'm like a bigger guy. So I have always just been able to go in, and it's just about the confidence you hold. You go in and you make sure you look at the cashier. You know which cashier you're going to. You don't go to a cashier that, I don't know why I'm giving tips right now. Don't do this. Don't buy alcohol underage. Don't know why I started giving tips. But what I would do is, this is completely anecdotal. This is not meant to encourage. This is purely meant for the story's sake. When I was underage, what I would do is I would go in and I'd be like, oh, it's an old lady. Don't go to this convenience store. Oh, it's an older dude. Don't go to this convenience store. It's some guy that looks like he's around early 20s, maybe even under 21 himself. Perfect. Then I'd go in and just confidence. Bottle of this. Or put it on the counter if it's cases of something. Ring it up. Oh, can I see your ID? I don't have it. I left it at home. I was just coming to grab more drinks for a party I'm having. Oh, you don't have your ID? That's you can't buy these. Okay, bye. And then I leave. And then I leave and I don't come back. I don't argue. We don't complain. We don't bitch and moan. You try again. You pick yourself up by your bootstraps and you try again. I'm like 6'2", 6'3", something like that. I'll say it safely. I'm between 6'1" and 6'4". Somewhere. I'm between 6'1" and 6'5". Between that range. You decide. I used to be jealous of guys in my class once they'd get facial hair and stop getting ID'd. We were lucky, and my best friend had an older sister who would buy it for us. So true. See, that was the other thing too, is you'd usually have people that you'd know that like could get it from older siblings or other people. So that was always a way to do it. But there were a lot of times where I'd just be like, I got this one. Don't worry, guys. I got this one.
So, bro, it just broke our fucking heart. Like, we were so excited for the night, and some guy just took off with our 50. It was just like, fuck.
Damn. Get fucked.
But people used to hit me up for that when I was old enough, and I was like, I can't. Fuck no. I can't do it. I didn't pay it forward because I was like, I'm sorry. It's too sketchy. I don't want to buy kids alcohol. It really could. It's very illegal.
It's funny. Where I live, there's like a underground service for underage.
We need that contraption to double check Captain's height. We can try it. Every time I try and check my height, I feel like I get a different height. I'm like, oh, maybe my spine finally released a little bit.
People to buy alcohol.
We got a thumbnail? Oh, we do have a thumbnail. Cheater? Again? Mouth? Why does this look so like AI too? Guys, it isn't that hard to find an overlay that you can use and just edit it on. This weird speckling on his face is what's bugging me. There's this very odd speckling on his cheek. And Ethan has this weird line on his jaw. His shirt, the neck of his shirt doesn't look right. The collar looks wrong. Analyze everything.
Go. So
I'm 24 and get ID'd more now than I did when I was 21.
Is one number or a Snapchat contact?
I'm just kidding. I love Keith. Keith is a good guy. Mouth looks too smooth. It's like they tried to upscale Ethan, but then wanted to like downscale Ned a little bit, but it didn't work. So now they all look a little off.
Who everyone had back when I went to school.
No shit.
And we called them up, and they came to deliver shit.
Yo!
What the hell?
They really are
They
more
came in
advanced
this
than Sweden.
tiny little red car. Some giant dude just comes out, super sweaty, in the middle of the night usually, and pops the trunk up of this old ass beaten car, and there's just like vodka, beer, ciders,
No way.
everything.
That's
Jaeger.
badass.
Yeah, we had the hookup.
Is that super like illegal there to do that?
Yeah, but it's like a giant underground illegal network that sells
Dude.
alcohol. They buy it in Germany and they drive up to Sweden and they sell it.
Oh, I wonder how young would they? Is there a kid too young where they're like, I can't sell to you. You're too young. Are they?
Hell no.
Dude, like an 8-year-old could buy booze from them?
Maybe they have a limit, but who knows? We were probably 14 or something like that. And there's this one like truck stop too, where all the Polish people, like old men that drives trucks, they always bought booze before they came up here and sold it super expensive to minors. Pretty
That's
sick.
crazy.
Super dodgy too. Yeah.
That's kind of awesome though. You get a delivery service.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I just
when
got
we grew up, we heard that he got arrested and was sitting in jail.
Oh,
The dude who-
well, that's not
who
surprising.
Owned that organization. Yeah.
I just got another report for my crazy Ed bitch tweet. Keep it coming, losers.
You're crazy bitch, but down top of it.
Let's.
Where I'm from, there are a bunch of places where they ID you at the entrance, let you in if you are over 15, and don't ID you inside where they sell drinks. That's where they got our first drunk nights as kids. Wow, that is a very bad system. You'd assume that if they're IDing at the door, they'd give wristbands or something out to indicate that you're over 21. That's crazy.
Let's get real.
Or at least like a stamp. They can't even have like stamps to put on your hand. Come on.
Let's get. Well, that's a great story, Cam. I got to say that really surprised me. I mean, damn.
And the worst part about it is it's happened to me as a kid too, where we got our money stolen too. So.
The cycle continues.
Yeah. But we didn't get flipped off. That was just insult to injury, I guess.
What
That
was
my
his
dad.
face
That
like
was a
when
party
you
foul.
flipped him off driving away? Did you catch a face?
Yeah, they were pissed.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I missed 1,000 subs the first time, but I got it the second time. Time to use that as a clip. I'm gonna be all like, "No way!" It's gonna be so epic.
Man, devastating. That's a great story, Cam. Shit.
If it's like a pub, they don't bother with that shit, lol. But I'm saying if it's a pub that's already allowing 15-year-olds in, you think that they would bother with it. You know what I mean? All right, I need to go make dinner. See you around, family. Have a good one, Sim. Take it easy.
Dan's triggered right now.
I'm so upset.
Yeah.
No.
Dan, what's yours?
Well, like Cam, I was a little delinquent kid. I actually.
Oh, here, before we get into Dan's, more arrest lore. I was coming from Dave & Buster's as an underage, overserved asshole. My parents ended up getting $1,000 from them to put towards my legal fees. Really? I guess that does make sense, right? Because it's like, they should have been doing their due diligence to prevent that from happening in the first place. Because they are technically the ones that would be causing accidents if somebody were to be driving impaired and underage. They wouldn't be if someone was driving impaired in general, I guess. But if they're underage, then it's already like, you've already missed the mark.
Reached out to some old buddies of mine I grew up with and was like, what was the worst shit we ever did? And, and they came back with like a fucking list of things that I had totally forgotten about, that are like bad, but like aren't necessarily great stories. Just typical delinquent teenager shit. However, there is one story that I thought fit pretty well, and it is something that like I'll occasionally think about and feel pretty guilty about. Basically, when I was probably like 13 or 14, I had this friend who was getting kind of bullied by this group of girls, actually. And the way they were bullying him, there was a few ways, but one thing is back then...
I got ID'd at a pub last year. Legal age is 18. I was 30. Hey, just take it as a compliment. That just means you were serving.
There's this show in LA called Loveline with Dr. Drew, actually.
Of course, remember
Loveline?
Yeah.
So for you, was it like me and people of my age that like everybody would listen to it
My
all the time?
sister loved it. And
Yeah.
she's quite a bit older, like 10 years.
Yeah.
And so I would listen in with her.
Right. And so it was kind of like for people that aren't familiar, it was like kind of a...
It was an advice show.
Advice show, yeah. It was on the radio. It was late at night in LA.
It was Adam Carolla and
Drew. Dr. Drew.
Hey, real quick, can I just say something? Apparently, I said a slur for Polish people. I thought that was just how you said Polish people. I don't know how to say it. What's a like? It's
What do you say, Polak? I wasn't listening. It's Poles. You just call them a Pole. Polak is, yes. It's technically derogatory. I should know. I'm adopted. My family's adopted Polish. I was about to tell a Polish joke, but can I tell one as an adopted Polish person? I don't know.
Sweet.
Me not knowing. God damn it.
You'd say Polish.
Polish. Okay. So I apparently I said a bad word. I didn't know. My bad.
Yeah, I heard you say that and something I was like,
oh, we're live? We did. We went live. Wow, look how much jollier Ethan looks here. He does look a little washed out. They need to fix this lighting just a bit. It's a little too high. It's a little too white. Need a little bit more yellow on the lighting. But I really do appreciate everybody that stopped in. Thank you all for the new subscribers. I really do appreciate it. We hit 1,000. Big thing. We're going to be doing the haircut on Monday. We'll do that on Monday so that everybody can be in here. We don't have to do it on the weekend. Don't have to take time out of your day. Come in on Monday. We'll do the haircut then. I really do appreciate everybody that stopped in. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you all of you that have. And yes, I will see you again very soon. This is Cap and Quasar signing off.